Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Savage Santo and I'm back with another video. So as you can see by the decoration, it is Christmas. I'm sitting out in the front porch. You know, we're out here in beautiful sunny South Florida, so I gotta enjoy the weather. I'm from Minnesota. I grew up in Minnesota, so I'm used to a white winter, but ever since moving down here, I'm getting used to the dry winter or dry Christmas. Um, so yeah, man. If you're new to my channel, man, make sure to subscribe. And if you do like these motivational content that I'm making, give this video a thumbs up. Today, I want to talk about some real life testimonies, some real life stories, and that definitely, definitely will help you, So, so yeah, man. So let's get started. So today, so this week, um, just to be frank, right now, I didn't have a job, like I lost my job this year. That's another story I'll talk about. So anyways, I just been driving Uber, just to pay my bills. And I just been applying like crazy, like I've literally applied to almost 100 jobs. I've had literally 10 interviews, different rounds. One of the interviews, I even had an interview with a VP, and I still didn't get the job. Made it all the way to the third round, and they still didn't give me the job. So I was just like, man, I was just, I was, kept going, but I was getting frustrated. I was getting to a point where it's like, man, like I know the market is really terrible. Like I got friends who are having the same problem as well. So I know it's not nothing personal, but I was just kind of getting fed up. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, man, we all got bills to pay. The New Year's coming. So I was just like, man, when am I gonna get a job, man? Like I'm just like, don't get me wrong. I enjoy driving Uber. I don't take it for granted, but I'm just like, man, I didn't go to college for this. You know what I mean? But so I'm like, man, I need a job. I need a job. So anyways, so I had a couple of interviews lined up, and then I was just kind of second guessing myself, man, because the job, it wasn't the best paying job, and the work wasn't something that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? But I was also thinking like, man, I need something. You know what I mean? Having a low paying sucking job is better than no job. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. So I'm like, man, let me just go, and I can keep applying for other jobs. But anyways, I ended up talking to my friend. He kind of, not to blame him, but he talked me out of it. You know what I mean? So I ended up not even showing up to the interview. But anyways, the guy ends up, the interviewer ends up calling me. He called me. He's like, hey, I mean, I thought we had an interview. Why didn't you show up? And I was just upfront. I was just upfront with him. I just told him, like, hey, I'm not interested. This job is just not paying enough. You know what I mean? It's just according to the high cost of living. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like I was getting frustrated. I'm like, how are these companies expect us to, pay our bills with this low paying jobs? But he was like, hey man, I'm really interested in hiring you. I looked at your resume. You're gonna do a great. Just just try it out. You never know. You could be here for a couple of months and you can work your way up to management and start making really great money. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. This guy, he's just. So anyways, I made another excuse. I told him like, hey, I mean, my car was in the shop. My car was in the shop for a week. So I told him like, hey, I would love to come, but hey, I would try to come, but hey, my car is in the shop. I don't have a way to get there. You know what I mean? But he was like, hey, just come over here, show up, and I'll pay for your Uber. Because I really do want to hire you. Just show up, and we'll go from there. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, man, this guy is really interested in hiring me, and that's a great sign. And hey, maybe this is another opportunity, that I can capitalize on. So I'm like, okay. So next day I woke up early, dressed nice, went over there, took the Uber. I went to the office. I was just like, I was impressed. They had this nice little office, and it just felt like a family. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like a corporation. It didn't feel like just a business. It felt like family. So anyways, we started talking, and we started talking about not only my professional experience but also my personal life. And I was like, man, we were kind of clicking, you know, because I told the guy I was from Minnesota, and he said he had a friend who was from Minnesota. So you know, we just started talking, and I'm like, man, you know, I was starting to get sold on the job. You know what I mean? So I ended up meeting some more people, and then by the end of the interview, he actually wanted to hire me on the spot. So I'm like, hey, I'm sold, man. I love the office. You guys are like family, you know. Everybody's positive. This is where I need to be around. So he ends up hiring me on the spot, you know. And then after that, the other guy that I was talking to, I met with him, and he was like, "Hey, I'm glad you came in because I wanted to hire you as soon as I saw your resume." And I'm like, "Hey, I'm part of the team now." And then this guy asked me how much my Uber was, so I told him like, "Hey, it was about $20." So he pulls up his wallet, literally gives me $40 cash. He's like, "Hey, you know, I'm a man of my words, you know what I mean?" And I'm like, "Wow, thank you, man, thank you," because I needed that, you know what I mean? So he gives me $40 cash. Then I get my Uber back, and then I go get my car because my car was in the shop for a week. You know, I wasn't able to make money. I was losing money, you know. So I get my car. You know, it was a great day. I get my car. Like, long story short, this car was, the dealership sold me a bad car. It's a lemon, like a bad car. That's another story. That's another issue that I'm for another video. But anyways, so the car just been giving me a lot of problems for the past 3 months. You know what I mean? So I got the car. You know, I'm working, doing some Uber, and then bam, the car starts overheating. This is like the issue that was supposed to be or was fixed, but it came back again. So anyways, I drive, I make some money for like a day and a half, and then I took the car back to the dealership, you know, because I don't want it to overheat. You know, the engine is blown. So I took it over there, and I'm just starting to get frustrated, man. I'm just like, man, this is ridiculous, man. Like, how am I paying for a car that just literally breaking down that I gotta take to a shop like almost every week? So I'm just like, man, this is it, man. I don't know how I'm gonna get another car, but I am, you know, because like I had a previous repo. Like, my credit just got cooked this year, just destroyed. I had a good credit, but this year just got destroyed. So anyways, so I'm like, man, there's like a Toyota here. So I'm like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get a car, but I'm gonna get a car. So I went over there. I was talking to this finance manager. I already told him, I was upfront with them about my situation. So he was like, "Hey, no worries, come in, we'll help you out." So I go over there. He tries to help me out. Bam, nothing. He said, "Hey, there's nothing I could do for you, man. You got a repo and you just got a new loan. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I can't help you." So I'm like, damn, man. I literally start hopping on my phone. I was looking for flight tickets, man. I was like, man, I'm either gonna fly to Arizona to live with my brother or fly back to Minnesota. I was just like done. I was just gonna leave everything behind. I know it's crazy. I was just done. So anyways, as I was leaving from the dealership, there's this one guy, man. Like, I call him Jesus. Literally, that's his name now. And he was like, man, you're just gonna leave out of here without a car? You know, you're just gonna come out here? I'm like, hey, I tried. I can't get a car, man. I'm cooked. And he was like, hey, let's give it a try, man. You never know. Let's give it a try. So I'm like, hey, I literally told him, like, hey, if I walk out of here with a car, I'm literally gonna start calling you Jesus because I need a miracle. You know, I need a miracle. So anyways, long story short, I ended up leaving out there with the dealership with a car, actually, a nice car, man. This car right here, this, I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, this right here, the Chevy Trax, amazing car, by the way. And I want to say shout out to my brother, man. My brother David, he helped me with this. Without him, I would have not been able to get a car. So shout out to my brother David, man. I really appreciate it, man. You don't know how much this means to me, man. So anyways, he was able to help me get the car, you know. So I got the car. I was like, man, I felt like I got another chance at life, you know. because now I can get to work, I can start my new job, I can drive Uber, I can move around, man. Because that's one thing in America, man. Car is a necessity, man. I don't care what anybody says. You need a car, man. You can't just be walking around taking Uber. Like you just, hey, it's just one of those things. Like you need a car, So now I got a car. Now I'm gonna deal with the other dealership. That's gonna be. I am gonna deal with them. I know God got me. I am gonna get that handled. But anyways, man, just the moral of the story is just don't give up, man. Just keep fighting. Sometime life will get you. Life would make you want to give up. But just never give up. Have faith in God. Reach out to your friends. Reach out to your family and friends as well. Because for me, it's just like it is an ego thing. Like I hate asking for help. I never want to get help from anybody, not even family. Like I'm just used to being a hustler, just going in on my own. But hey, sometimes we need help. And don't be ashamed to ask for help, because even if you're at the top, one day you're going to be at the bottom. So always help other people and always ask for help. There's no shame in that, man. As long as you pay those people back, you help those people back, as long as you're not taking advantage of other people, there's nothing wrong with it. So yeah, man, that's the moral of the story. Never give up, keep fighting. God is real, man. Believe in God. Even if you lose faith in yourself, always believe in God. God wouldn't put you through something that he's not able to get you out of. So whatever you're going through in life, pray to God. Give it up to God, man. Even if because we're all humans, we all make mistakes, we're not perfect, but God is perfect. God is real. So that's the message of the story. Comment below, man. Comment below, what do you think? If you have anything similar stories. And yeah, man, just stay tuned. I'm gonna be dropping more videos. But yeah, and as I would always say, be a savage or be average. That's your choice. It's your boy Savage Santo. Until the next video, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's. Let's go. Peace out.